Hi, here Bardo. So today we're going to read an Excel with a subprofile for a profile. Let's go. I will share my screen. Here we are. This is my team on Teams XLSX config files, and I stored here a spreadsheet, car tire sales XLSX. That file I'm going to read. So how do I do that? I prepared. So subprofile reading XLSX from SharePoint OneDrive. Excel, yes. Phase 1, the cloud storage for that site, for that file. Again, this is now in the directory config files. Do not delete the data after processing, otherwise the file will be gone the first time you process it. In phase 2, basic settings. In phase 3, we just create the one-on-one of the file. I can upload the file here so you can see the test. He's uploading here, and this is the test. And I can also play the test here. So from iteration 1 all the way down to iteration 100. So this is just doing that. It's just on a one-on-one basis. The match code that I'm using is not nothing. Okay. And in phase 5 and 6, you're doing nothing because this is a sub-profile. So this one is fine. Then this profile is going to read from the subprofile. This is now CSV. I'm just accepting any data now for the sake of testing. Phase 1, phase 2 doesn't matter. Phase 3, here the magic happens. I'm just creating this init so that I can test. This is just for fake. Then here I'm reading the subprofile. And by reading the subprofile, I'm calling the subprofile for the source tree. And this is the source tree. So I set it up here. And then I see it here. Then this data, in this case, I can just copy it so that it's visible in the output on a one-on-one. And what I did here, I added some add to list unique. So I'm basically mimicking that I'm making master data that I can then later on use. So let's put this to the test. Now I'm giving it this hello.txt file, which just doesn't matter. I'm going to read the Excel. That's my purpose. Select. As you can see, it works. The first iteration, I'm getting the data out of the Excel and I'm storing it here to a list. So if I go to the subprofile call, you can see that actually getting the data out, it's working. Iteration 1 all the way down to iteration 100. If you look at the list maps and variables, you can see that for the first iteration, I'm making this master data, I'm adding it to this list. Okay, this is a bit strange example, but you get the feeling. You can later on get master data based on something that you uniquely define. And yeah, I even created this concatenation. So it works great. So cancel. Once more. From item 1 all the way down to item 100. I'm reading in the profile the data from the subprofile, which is getting the data from the SharePoint. Bye. And if this is your thing, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.